gosh. It's so humid here in New York. And there's a freaking gnat in here. Anyway, hi everyone. My name is Tan, Artemis Oracle. I'm going to do yes or no questions for my subscribers only. But if new subscribers come in, then I'm just going to do a collective reading. So to be a subscriber to get a yes or no question answered. I brought my yes or no deck. I believe I did. Did I? Did I? Yes, I did. Good girl. But apparently I bought 3 tarot decks. Okay. I didn't bring that many cards. So we're going to start off with Archangel Michael. And then if there's any subscribers with a yes or no question, I will answer that. And then if I still have time, I will go into a different reading after I answer the question. So, questions. So I hope all of you are having a good day. And I want to thank everyone who showed up to yesterday's live stream. I love the messages. It was messages that I needed to remind me to keep my heart open, you know. It seems like the easiest thing to do is just to protect ourselves is to keep our hearts closed. But the thing is, we're closing out things that are really good for us when we do that, you know. And if we feel like we have to be a certain way with people, we don't necessarily have to close our hearts out. We could just distance ourselves from them, you know. That's a way to protect yourself. You know, you don't have to engage or interact. And don't take it personally if someone does the same, like they ignore you or they don't respond to you in any way. Don't take it personally, because you know, you don't know if people are going through stuff. And also, if they're an asshole in that way, let them be an asshole, but don't let their asshole tendencies have a say on how you feel. Okay? But you know, we don't know what's going on with people. So, but the thing is, like, use your own discernment. Okay, the first one we have here with the Archangel Michael. It's funny. I was like, yes, use your discernment. Yes, you are correct. But we have regain your focus. Trivial life matters are distracting you from your goals. Archangel Metatron and I are here to help you stay grounded. Okay, so be grounded on what matters to you. What are your goals? What should your focus be placed on? Hey, Lion Sky, I hope you're doing well. Yeah, focus on what matters most to you. Don't focus on the things that are menial, that have no value, or even situations that are causing you stress and anxiety, you know, because the best way to stop the stress and anxiety is not to engage in the situations. And I know that's easier said than done, and it's complicated because there are situations that require your engagement, but then you gotta have to be very strategic about how I'm doing good, thank you. Thank you for being here. So yes, you have to focus, regain your focus. Focus on what truly matters, not on things that are so insignificant, and don't really play a role in whatever it is that you want for yourself. It's 333 as I was saying that. Okay, so we'll just stay with that one card. Then I'm gonna go into the Life Happens deck. Life Happens. What messages does the collective need to know? Wow, feminine energy. Feminine energy. So some of you could have feminine energy. You could be a feminine energy or dealing with a feminine energy. Okay, hobby. Focus on your craft. Focus on the things that really matter to you. Focus on your peace. What it is that you want to build. It's like, it's so, look at this. You see how this is Empress energy. And Empress she's abundant. Focus on your abundance. Focus on self-care, nurturing and loving yourself with that feminine energy. And the hobby too, that, you know, sometimes you can make yourself the hobby. You could become the project. You know, you could be your Home Depot project, your renovation project. Seem needy too, take care of your needs. But this is like, this card has, for me, it means there could be somebody that's very nurturing and caring, which is the feminine energy, the Empress energy. But there could be someone who is needy, you know, who may be wanting more attention. If you're finding yourself in that place, and I know I found myself in that place recently, you need to focus. Okay, if I'm lacking something, if I'm feeling needy or I'm lacking, I feel like I'm in need of something, then what is it? You know? And That's how you refocus. Focus on your needs, whatever it is that you feel like you're lacking. Because sometimes it's within us, you know, but sometimes it could be external. And external in the sense that you could probably do something outside of yourself that could help you channel the energy. I was like, I'm going to use this as an example because I feel like it's the most relevant. And I think anybody who knows what I'm talking about understands what I'm saying. That, you know, sometimes, like I mentioned journal yesterday, I wasn't feeling the greatest yesterday, so I did a reading, you know. So I would say tarot reading is a hobby, but it's, I don't, a hobby sounds like it minimizes what it is for me, but it's so much more, you know. It's more than a hobby. It was something that was a hobby, but it's part of a healing process for me. But then I turned it into something where I get to help other people the best way I can. You know? Ultimately, healing is, we're responsible for our own healing. I could help you by, you know, giving you something to think about, to consider, but ultimately the work is up to you to do. You know, laughter, bring more joy, fun time, celebration into your life wherever you can. And sometimes there are situations where all you can do is laugh. It's either laugh or cry, right? So choose laughter. Yeah, there could be some situation that could be challenging. You feel like you're scratching your head. You may be asking yourself, how did I get to this point? How did I get here? You know, and that's something that you could also be focusing on. How did you get somewhere? And how can you get yourself out of a situation? You know, some of you can be in need of support, maybe in need of feminine energy, loving energy in your life. But also, if it's your energy, if you're feeling needy, then it's important that you go within and like explore what is it that has you at this certain place, you know, where you're, because the needy and the rock bottom could be together, you know. Some of you could have reached a point where you're like, oh shit. You start to look and then analyze to gain some sort of understanding, like this productive thing. But this is interesting. Let me lower this song. Oh, I'm making it louder. Oh my God. There could be certain secrets that you could be finding out too, with the secrets card coming out. But it's your time. So it's time for you to do something. I'm not sure what that is for you all, but it's your time to do something. It's your time. So I'm going to go into tarot to clarify each card. I'm going to use one tarot card. I'm going to try to not to, like as another tarot reader says, dig in like a 10-inch. Oh my God. In my mind, I was like, I don't know how deep that is. Never experienced that. I'm joking. I'm not joking, but it's funny though, because that thought popped in my mind. Like, what? Like, have you ever experienced that? And I'm like, no, I didn't. I don't know how that is. 10 inches. That's a lot. So I'm going to try not to. I'm probably going to dig in like a 6-inch, you know? Hi, you be lying. Thank you. I'm sorry. Hi, Alpha. Just so you know, and I'm not using this as an excuse, but you know, I'm a Scorpio and we rule the genitals. So, and I have a Leo moon, so I have a childish 12-year-old. I have the sense of humor of a 12-year-old boy, okay? So please bear with me. These glasses aren't real. They're for fashion and to protect my eyes from blue light. So I know I look all intellectual and stuff, but what are you talking about, greedy? That doesn't sound right, sir. Okay, all right. This is so interesting because the Ace of Cups came out and I haven't even started clarifying, but some of you really need to focus on self-love. The Ace of Cups is about self-love, making sure that you're filling your cup and you're doing everything that makes you happy and has you overflowing with positive, loving emotions, you know. Once you're in this place, there is no need to be needy. I'm gonna put that with the needy card, because when you're fulfilled and you have everything you need, then there's no reason for you to feel needy at all. You know, everything you have is within you. All the love, the care, the compassion, forgiveness, everything exists within you. We have every tool at our disposal within us. Disposable. Some of them are disposable, some aren't. Okay. But Nine of Swords, yeah, some of you are like overthinking, you're worried, you're stressed out, probably having sleepless nights, maybe even haunted by some sort of past that's maybe having you scratch your head. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay, I'm gonna put those back, but it was, I'll show you just so you can see. It was the Moon, High Priestess, and the Seven of Pentacles. So that's about going within your intuition, because the Moon and the High Priestess is like your subconscious, it could be your fears, your deepest desires, your secret desires. I could have put that with secrets. All right, let's see. I want to know what this feminine energy is. What is this feminine energy? This one card is. Yeah, this card wanted to come out because the trunk flipped and this one wanted to come out. The World. Some of you could be closing out a cycle with something. Oh yeah. Some of you are definitely getting your, like, when you start to refocus on yourself and you start to fill your own cup, that neediness that you may be experiencing may be coming to an end, because you realize that you have everything within you. Regardless if you're masculine, we embody both energies. We be code switching, you know. I call it energetic switching, you know, energetic code switching. That's what I call it. You know, sometimes we have to be in our masculine energy in certain situations, and in others we have to be in our feminine, you know. So, but there could be some sort of, if some of you are dealing with a feminine, there could be something happening. There could be some sort of cycle or completion with this feminine energy, where you could be having, she or you may be having a restart, or something could be simply ending. But if it's like the feminine energy, if you're resonating with the feminine energy, and some of you there may be an end to this neediness, and you're like, your confidence, your passion, your desire, your I want to growl, but I'm not going to, because it may not come out right. That is coming back to you, you know. But it's all a matter of how you focus, what you're focusing on. But it's focusing on yourself. Now, if you're dealing with someone who is needy, if you have extra love, extra compassion, extra care in your reserves, because you have, remember, if your cup is empty, you're not going to be able to fulfill anybody's needs. You know what I mean? So if someone's in need of your love, your care, your compassion, you have to make sure that your reserves are full, you know, so that you don't end up in a lack. You don't want to be giving into someone who's needy and then you end up becoming needy. You end up switching roles. So that could be what's going on too. So that could be a needy energy that may be needing your love and care, but remember, you come first before them. All right, let me know about the hobby card. Hobby. Okay, I didn't want a chunk, I just want one card for hobby. Thunder only happens when it's raining. Okay, hobby. Ooh, we got the Devil card. Only one question per person. When I finish this reading, okay, hobby, the Devil. You know what? I'm getting, like, if some of you have like certain like toxic attachments, behaviors, you may be needing to turn your back on that so that you can look at this. And the needy, the needy card is like someone who feels like in lack, they need that care, they feel like they're out in the cold with the Five of Pentacles here. So if that's you, some of you need to like transmute that energy. You need to change that energy. You know, also you have to be aware of what you have around you that you're grateful for. Because yes, you may not have everything you want, everything you need, but you have to be grateful for what you have at this moment. Because if you're someone who's wanting to manifest, I'm going to say this because there are people who want to manifest, who are hoping and wishing and praying for good things to happen to them. You have to be in a good place. You have to have a full heart. You have to pray from your heart. You also have to be optimistic, but then also you have to turn your back on toxic behaviors, attachments, and thought patterns. And the fact that the devil is here too, this devil is tied to insecurity, whether it's a scarcity mindset or you feeling like you're not good enough. Whatever the reason, whatever the devil means to you in the context, it could be something else that I'm not even mentioning. That could be certain addictions, certain things that you're doing. You're gonna have to take that energy and create something with it. If you are feeling like, you know how artists, they're suffering artists, the people that create art because of they're suffering. Like I could think of an author, what's his name? Franz Kafka, something like that. I don't remember his name. Him. Even Lovelace, is that his name? The one that created Cthulhu, like, or these other people, like Edgar Allan Poe, they turned their this energy, the shadow energy, into art. So some of you, that may help you if you could take that energy, like if you're feeling a certain way or you even trying to distract yourself from like a devil person, like you need to turn your back on them and focus on what it is that you care about, what you want to grow, what you want to nurture. Because if you take the hobby card out of it, look what she's painting. She's painting plants, flowers, life. So she's looking at the good things in her life. So that could be what you need to do too. Focusing on positivity, and I'm not talking about toxic positivity. If you have shit to deal with, then deal with it. If you're not feeling good, then deal. Don't pretend, oh, everything is so great. My house is on fire, but I'm okay. No. If your house is on fire, go get a hose. Go call the police or the fire department. Get them to help you extinguish the fire. But in reality, it's also looking at the bright side, being positive, not focusing only on the negative. And some of that could be what's going on here. So you need to take that energy and turn it into something more productive. And you could even start visualizing the things that you want, that you desire. They say vision boards, you could do journaling, you could, it's like, you got to turn your back. Stop focusing on the negative stuff, the trivial things, and focus on what truly matters, what you want to grow, what you want to see, what you want to envision, what you want to receive, I went on too long for that, but I saw the Five of Pentacles, then the Devil card, it triggered me. I saw the Lovers too. Right now. Okay, let's see. Okay. Now, what is this laughter about? Laughter. Okay, I got 2 cards. I usually don't do that. That's 3 cards. I'm going to take the first card because I'm trying not to overdo it with this. I have the 9 of Cups, which is like feeling like fulfilled where you are. You're very close to getting what you want, the happiness you want, but it's a matter of feeling fulfilled where you are. And it could be, like I said, some of you may not even be in this place where you're almost out of wish fulfillment, but the thing is you have to be grateful for what you already have, because then you attract more things. And this is for people who want to manifest good things. But with the laughter card, I got, it's funny, I got King and Queen of Wands here. But the King of Wands came out with the Hangman thing, looking at things from a different perspective. But then I say sometimes you have to laugh or cry, a change of perspective, and also laughing about stuff that that's so stupid. There could be stupid things going on around you, but it's like, does it really matter? Does it really matter? No, it doesn't. So it's important for you to have a change of perspective, look at things from a different perspective, and then focus, because that's what the King of Wands does. He focuses on what he wants to create, what he wants, what he cares about, what he's passionate about, what motivates him, and for some of you, you could be moving away from something, but going towards something better. Or you could be moving, like you're working on something that has taken time, and you could have faced some sort of challenges along the way, but some of those challenges are meant to be lessons, but some of them, they also could be just like I would say lessons, like teachable moments, but find the humor in it, you know, because if you automatically think like say you face something that's kind of slowing you down, because the Knight of Pentacles is some slower energy, but Pentacles, like earning wealth, it usually isn't an overnight thing, you know. To earn sustainable wealth takes some time, you know, like especially if you're like building a retirement fund, a pension, IRA, all that stuff, you know what I mean? But it's important for you to, like, whenever you face certain challenges or even certain blockages, look at it from a different perspective. And if there's something to laugh about in that matter, then do that. It could even, if it's outside of something you're trying to create or build for yourself, and it could be you're reflecting on the past, you have to bring more laughter in your life. You can't be stuck in the past, stuck in like that could be the devil, that could be the Five of Pentacles, because in the rock bottom card, you know, you're gonna have to move past it. Understand, focus on what truly matters, but the things that are trivial, you have to like laugh it off, because you don't want to be wasting your time and energy on that, you know, because it could be, you need to focus more so on what, like I said, I keep saying, you have to focus on what truly matters, and you really definitely have to ground yourself, because the regain your focus card says Archangel Metatron and I being Archangel Michael in the card, are here to help you stay grounded. This is grounded energy, slow and steady energy, you know. But if something's happening you feel like it's moving too slowly, just savor the moment, savor the journey. Don't try to rush it too, because you don't want something to burn out really quickly. You know what I mean? And with the King of Wands, he might be the type that gets bored very easily. So now I want to know what the secrets card is. Secrets. What is secrets? Sorry about secrets. Okay, Two of Pentacles. I need another card for that. I see. I know Eight of Cups is gonna come out. Okay, this is what I'm getting. Yeah, I feel like the secrets card has to do with love, because the Eight of Cups wanted to come out earlier, but it came out. It flipped with a bunch of other cards, but I was like, no, you're going back in. It came out anyway on its own. Two of Pentacles with the Eight of Cups. So you could be holding a secret. Somebody could be holding a secret. Somebody could be uncertain about something. Something may be unknown. The secret is on something unknown. Moon energy. Two of Pentacles. Some of you don't know if something has ended, if someone has walked away from you, or you may be considering, or someone may be considering walking away from something that has not been fulfilling, you know? And the reason why I'm thinking it's love, but it doesn't have to be romantic love. It could be something that you love, something that you care about, but it could be a romantic matter. Knight of Cups with the King of Cups, you know? The Knight of Cups is very romantic, idealistic. He follows his heart, follows their heart. It doesn't have to be a masculine, because though it shows forget about gender. The Knight of Cups follows their heart. They follow what calls to their heart, what they love, what they care about, you know, what they want to invest in emotionally, what they feel emotionally connected to. And the King of Cups here is emotionally mature, is grounded emotionally, feels comfortable in the water, you know, but there could be something like that going on. There could be something that you love, or someone that you love, that you may be, or they may be considering walking away. And some of you may not know this. Some of you may already know this. If you're very discerning, if you're aware, and you're seeing the signs, then it's not so much of a secret. For some of you, it could be a secret. Another way I could read this too, there could be somebody coming towards you, because they maybe, I don't know what situation it is, and I don't do third party, but there could be somebody who may be walking away, definitely walking away with the Eight of Cups, to go towards something or someone that they love. So I'm going to leave it there because I don't do third party stuff. I don't play with that. But whatever that is, there's the Four of Swords here. So there's definitely a need for healing, need for a break, need for rest, a need for mending one's heart. And this was at the bottom of when I was clarifying secrets. So there may be, somebody may be at the tail end of healing and may be coming towards you. You know, if there's someone new coming towards you and you don't have let's just say someone new, they could be, the Two of Pentacles is them trying to figure out how they could come towards you, what way they could like kind of plant a seed. Take that as it resonates. It doesn't have to be sexual, but it could be like, how can they start something with you? How can they grow something with you? How can they invest in you? How can someone emotionally invest in you? If they've in the past had to walk away from a situation that was painful and required them to heal, so they may be following their heart here. And it could be somebody new, someone that you have yet to meet that may be coming towards you. Okay? Take it as it resonates. Or there could be some sort of offer coming towards you that you're not expecting either. I'm going to clarify the It's Your Time card. Let me see. Cool. I have enough time. I have enough time. All right. Tell me about It's Your Time. What time it is? Tell me about It's Your Time. Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is like, there could be something that you want, right? But it's going to require you to be compete in a way. It's something that you're going to have to, it could be something that you are already put your hat in the ring in for, like maybe a job promotion, an apartment or something, but you're going to be standing down. It's like whatever this is, where you feel like you have to win. You're like you're like you want to be heard, you want to be seen, because the Five of Wands leads to the Six of Wands. So you're like fighting for something. You may be even competing for something. You may be asked to compete in something. You may be considering competing in something. It could be athletics or something. But like, it's your time. You're going to know when it's time for you to take that action with the High Priestess. You're going to know, you're going to sense when it's time for you to act. If there's something, some of you may already sense this, but some of you may be waiting for that sign, and it's going to come to you. It's going to come to you in a meaningful way, a way that's only you would know. Okay? Look at the Empress energy. Yeah. It could be something that you're wanting to grow. I don't know. Some of you are wanting to get pregnant. I don't know if you compete for pregnancy. I don't think that's possible. I don't think it's that. But for some of you, it could be you're getting that call. I don't know if some of you, this is so random and I don't know why the hell, but you know, this is how it works sometimes, being intuitive. Get some random ideas, some random messages. And some of you, if it's for pregnancy, it could be something that you're creating too. I don't know why I was tapping the back of the card. It could be something that you wanting to birth, a new thing, but it's going to require you to be very competitive, it is very competitive. But you're going to know when that time is, time for you to act, you know, so that you can stand out, you know, but you just got to wait for it. But the Empress card coming out, some of you can be getting pregnant if you can and if you want to. If you don't, take precautions. If you can't, this message isn't for you. Okay? But if you're a man and you can get somebody pregnant, be careful if you don't want that. Okay? And if you don't want to, like I said, like I just said that. Oh, okay. So it's your time. There's something that you're going to know when it's your time to act. It's all about your intuition. Something's going to let you know, give you the green light. It's going to give you the green light, essentially. And then whatever it is going to lead to abundance. But some of you, it could be whatever it is, it's tied to something you're healing from. Something that may have, I don't know, if something really hurt you, and it could be something mental, because swords are mental, your thoughts, memories, something, I don't know if like you failed at something and that's where you're mending from, and then now you're like waiting for the right time to go after something again. I don't think it's someone, it could be something, and now is the right time. If some of you have had a miscarriage, I had to say that because I brought it. I'm so sorry. You know, you will know once you're healed. You will know when it's the right time for you to try again. Okay? You will know. I don't know, that popped up in my mind. Okay, so yeah, that's it for those messages. I'm gonna start answering yes or no questions. But I gotta get the cards ready. Ooh, this doesn't go there. Make sure I don't mix up the cards. What you lost. Okay, so yes or no questions only. Only one question per person. I created a new membership tier for my subscribers. That it costs, I think it's $3.99. I'm trying to remember. I think I put $3.99, but you will get up to 3 yes or no questions with that tier. You know, so it's $3.99 a month. So for now, until you're a member, and I will know you're a member because you'll have that star next to your name, and then you'll be able to, anyone who has a star next to their name will be able to ask up to 3 yes or no questions. And then I have a second tier, which is mini readings. So far, I have somebody in that membership, and I'm waiting for them to get back to me. Maybe I have to tag them. I have to get their username so I could tag them so they can see the message. All right, so let's see. We got 3 questions so far. We have Vikas. Okay, Vikas, I'm not sure because you have 2 questions and I'm only going to answer one. So I don't know if you're still there, because you say when you're married and you want to know when your marriage will be fixed. So I'm going to answer the first question because the first one is a yes or no question. Okay, Vikas. Will Vikas get a beautiful life partner? Will Vikas get a beautiful life partner? It's saying yes. Then you got the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups could be new love or it could be a renewal of love. Okay, so take it as it resonates, but it's saying yes, that you will get a beautiful life partner. Now, Evie Lion, will something good come to Evie Lion's life? I hope you're in good spirits, Evie Lion, because if you're not, then the answer is going to be no. But let's see if will something good come to Evie Lion soon? Will something good come to Evie Lion soon? Will something good come to Evie Lion soon? Will something good come to Evie Lion's life soon? Something good come to Evie Lion's life soon. It's saying no. But it's interesting because you have the 3 of Cups here. So if you haven't been really putting yourself out there or meeting or like having fun, enjoying life, appreciating life, celebrating life, that could be why it's saying no. Because why the 3 of Cups gets the no? I don't know if there's like, it has to do with you not connecting with the right people, not networking with the right people if it's work, or you're not spending time with friends or connecting with a community, connecting with like-minded people. So I think that might be the reason why it's a no, but you will know your situation more than I do, okay? So don't be self-sabotaging either. We got the Seven of Swords at the bottom. Don't get in your own way. Don't get in the way of your own happiness. Okay, I hope that helps you, Evie Line. Will Jay reach out to Tandika soon? Will Jay reach out to Tandika soon? Will Jay reach out to Tandika soon? Alright. Will Jay reach out to Tandika soon? Will Jay reach out to Tandika soon? Reach out to Tandika soon. Will Jay reach out to Tandika soon? It's like a specific card wants to come out. Will Jay reach out to Tandika soon? Oh, you got the yes. Yes. Okay. With the Eight of Pentacles showing somebody at work, but it's saying yes. So that could be somebody's busy working, or when that ends, when they stop working, then they'll reach out to you. Okay, does anybody else have a yes or no question? I see Rob, you were there. Hi Rob, I hope you're doing well. So yes or no question. Okay, have no takers. All right, I'm gonna go into the Timing Oracle. I haven't used this deck in a while. You're welcome, Evie Lion. I hope that helped you, Evie Lion. Because I'm like, you got the Three of Cups in it. No, that makes no sense. You would think the Three of Cups would be yes. But I think it may be connected to you connecting with other people. Okay. Okay, let's see what timing messages we need to know at this time. Okay, we got timing is pushed back due to blockages. Okay, so that may be something that you're working on or something. We'll find out because I have time. Next couple of weeks we got. And by the end of the week. Okay, so that could be, so some of you may be experiencing some sort of delays. Maybe there was something that you were anticipating was going to be done, but then it got pushed back because there could be something that's interfering. All right, next couple weeks, and then by the end of the week, we have the numbers 40 with timing is pushed back due to delays or blockages. 3 for next couple of weeks, and 51 with by the end of the week. Okay, one card for each. One card for timing is pushed back due to blockages. I got the Sun card. Some of you could be waiting for some communication, happy news. Yeah. Got the Knight of Swords. Yeah, it has to do with messages. Because I know two things that came to my mind. I don't know if you did something or somebody did something very quickly, and there may have been some sort of mistakes that need to be fixed, and that could be the blockage. Or, yeah, definitely delays, because the Knight of Swords is one of the quickest knights. You know, he acts out impulsively because he gets an idea and runs with it, you know. But the Sun card, some of you could be waiting for some sort of communication that has been delayed. Some good news, something happy, but it's going to come. It's just going to be a matter of you being patient and waiting for it to come. It's going to come to you. Now, it could be, if it's connected to the next couple of weeks, it could be by the end of this week, you may be receiving news. Or it could be within the next couple of weeks. But I'm going to read the next couple of weeks. I'm going to clarify next couple of weeks. But those timing cards may resonate with you. Take the timing cards as they know. Remember, our readings are for entertainment purposes only. Everybody's situation is different. We also live in different places too. So let's see. Next couple of weeks. What's up with the next couple of weeks? Okay, some of you could be waiting for a judgment, some sort of justice, some balance being restored. It could have to do with courts. A legal matter. Got the Five of Wands. Yeah. There has been a lot of conflict with this. And if this is a legal matter, the news is going to come. And, you know, sometimes judges, they need time to review something. I feel like it's legal. Something legal. Or, for some of you could be working on a project, right, that could have been delayed, and then once you get all the fires, like you extinguish all the fires, things will start to settle down, and that may be happening within the next couple of weeks too. So there could be some sort of balance being restored within the next few weeks, but there could also be justice served. Yeah, something could be coming to a close. So some sort of case, if it's a legal matter, whatever the matter is, whatever this Five of Wands conflict is, it's the next couple of weeks is going to be resolved, and it's going to be closing out. Okay? Now, 51 by the end of the week. What could this be? Remember, these messages may apply to the tarot messages may apply to the timing messages. So please take it as it resonates. For some of you, it might be the end of the week, depending on what tarot cards come out, or next couple of weeks. But it seems like there's been something delayed. Okay? By the end of the week. What is this by the end of the week? I saw a Hermit. That's Virgo energy. Some of you have Leo, Libra in your chart. Okay, by the end of the week, Queen of Wands. She's very happy. She looked like she got something that she wanted. Something that she was wishing for, manifesting possibly. So she looks like she's celebrating. Okay, but what's this Queen of Wands? So Queen of Wands is somebody who's attractive, creative, magnetic, passionate, driven. By the end of the week, Seven of Cups came out. One more. I saw the Nine of Cups. So that's a good thing. But whatever you may be trying to attract, I'm going to say this because the Seven of Cups has to do with like confusion, options, choices. Whatever choices you have, you're going to have to look at each and every one of them from a different angle. Really inspect them. This is the type of thing you can't rush, or something that has taken some time. I don't know if this is involving somebody else, where they have been considering something, considering their options, looking at things from a different perspective, before they take some sort of action, because the Queen of Wands is someone who is action oriented, you know? But the Queen of Cups, like whatever this is, it could be something that frees you. It takes you out of this hangman energy, because in the hangman energy, there's a bit of stagnancy. There's a pause, a need to reflect on something. But whatever this is, by the end of the week, you're going to be released from it. You know, I don't know if it has anything to do with the fire sign energy. There's two feminines here, but remember, we embody both energies. So there's a Queen of Wands and a Queen of Cups. So I don't know if somebody's trying to make a decision. They're making a decision. They're looking at it from different angles to see what's the best option, what's the best choice, what's the best decision to make or action to take. But it's going to be liberating. It could be something that you need to do within by the end of the week. You may have a decision to make. I would say don't feel like you have to rush it. I know certain things are time sensitive, but if it's a decision that's going to require you to make more time, then maybe it's something that you have to consider whether you should take the risk or not. Because remember, it's all about free will. You have choice. You get to decide what you do with something, what decisions you make for yourself, because you have to base it on your personal life, your circumstances, and the impact it will have, not only on yourself, but other parts of your life too, even other people. But first you, then the aftermath. You got to think about how the impact trickles down. You know, what they call it, the collateral damage. So something may be coming, and you may be in this period of pause, like you're waiting. You're either bored or detached, but it's like something's coming in. Something. If you feel like you've been stuck too, like you're stuck in this energy, there's gonna be something that's going to be sparking up, like lighting a fire, lighting a fire in your belly, something like that. That's what I'm hearing. Not hearing, I'm wanting to say that. That's how it is with me. I want to say something because I'm like, why is this coming from? But yeah, there could be something that's gonna like light a fire in your belly because you've been bored for some time. But that's going to be coming from by the end of the week. You will know what that is more than I will because everybody's situation is different and it's not a personal reading. So I hope that was helpful to you in some way. Now I see Rob has a question. Okay, Rob, thank you for the super chat. You didn't have to do a super chat, but I appreciate you. Okay. Let's see what Rob needs to know. I have the wrong deck in my hands. Wrong D-E-C-K. Okay. I know there's a reader that she has an accent, but it sounds like she's saying a totally different word. Okay. Okay, Rob, let's see. So will the theater director call Rob? Will the theater director call Rob? I don't like this, but I had to. I think you're gonna have to, I don't want to say this, but I have to. You're gonna have to grow up because I'm getting a no for this. And I feel like, and I'm gonna tell you why I feel like it's because you have to make the call. Whatever your friend called the theater director for, it's yours. It's your baby. If it's like some production that you wanna to bring to life, it's yours, and you're the only one who could pitch for it, you know. And I know it helps to have people call and support you in that way too, but this might be something that you're gonna have to take the lead on. And the reason why I'm saying that is because of the Empress card, you know. So whatever it is, it's yours. So you should be the one pitching for it. You should be reaching out, you know, because that shows that you're willing to take that risk. Remember, okay, good, because if you know the industry or the field, I'm gonna say the industry, the theater industry, I'm guessing it's very competitive. There's a lot of people who have a lot of ideas that they want to share, that they want to see come to life. But it's also a lot of rejections that you have to experience. Some people get really lucky. Some people they keep getting rejection. But I think that's part of your process too. And I think that's why it came out as a no. Because I feel like it's something you have to do since it's your creation. I hope that helps you. Okay. It's funny, I saw the Emperor card too. I don't know, that's just what the cards say. And remember, I'm reading current energy, you know? So if your question had that tinge, like, will they call me today? Then that could be the reason why it came out as a no, you know? Because I only read for the current energy. Okay, that's good to know. But remember, even with the messages I give, they may not resonate with you. They may not resonate with you right now, maybe because, and I'm talking to everybody who asks questions, you know, it may not, because some of you, it may not be what you want to hear, and sometimes it is what you want to hear, but it's all about timing too, you know. So does anybody else anybody who hasn't asked a question? Does anybody else have a question? Because I'm hungry and I want to go get something to eat. Yeah, exactly. You never know. That is so true. Because you don't know what they say unless you're there, right there with them, here, listening to them as they're talking. Yeah, I want to give anybody a chance to ask a question. So if you're waiting to ask a question, that's your chance, because I'm hungry. I only had a butter roll this morning, and that was like around 8 o'clock. I'm ready to get in the headache. You're welcome, Rob. Okay, I'm gonna be leaving within the next minute. So if you have a question, now's your chance, because Mama's got to eat. I know there's gonna be some dumbass like, you need to not eat, and I'm like, you need to go eat a dick. Somebody's saying that. Let's see. Now I gotta figure out what I want to have for lunch. Okay, I have no takers, all right, because I have it for 20 minutes and I had it for a reason. So thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the super chats, Alpha and Rob. I really appreciate your support. Thank you to everybody for being here. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. I might be going on later today. You will know if you're subscribed and you have your notification bell. You will be notified when I'm live again. So I'm live streaming again, because I will always be alive. Have a great day, everyone. I'll see you later. Bye.